Hello everyone, I'm Lucy Hernandez.
And I'm Clay Cartagena. You are watching Campbell Now Sports. The football team is celebrating a strong performance against CAA rival Hampton during the weekend. Campbell led the whole game, giving Hampton their first conference loss of the season. The Campbell offense was led by Chris McKay Jr. and Ezariah Anderson, who scored a total of 3 touchdowns. Campbell's defense also put in a strong performance, with Ed Dennis recording 2 interceptions. The Campbells look forward to a bye week before they return to the Creek for homecoming on the 21st.
The volleyball team is looking to regroup after a 2-game series against Towson. Campbell lost 3 straight sets on Saturday but came back and won 3 straight sets on Sunday. Gwen Wolko led the Campbells with 12 kills in Sunday's matchup. Campbell is now 5-3 in conference play. The Campbells are back home this Saturday when they host College of Charleston. Now let's head over to Tyler Yates for an update on soccer.
Thank you, Lucy. Women's soccer is heading into a much-needed break after Sunday's match against Delaware. The Campbells took the lead early when Reagan Bioto found the back of the net in the 17th minute. However, Delaware quickly answered just 2 minutes later, tying the game. Campbell put pressure on Delaware in the second half with 10 shots, but could not retake the lead, making the final score 1-1. The Campbells are back in action on the 15th when they travel to CAA opponent Hampton and will return to the Creek for their final regular season home game on the 19th. Men's soccer is looking ahead after a tough loss to Old Dominion last week. In the 11th minute, Old Dominion converted a penalty kick, giving them a 1-0 lead. Campbell had several opportunities to tie the game, but was ultimately unsuccessful, making the final score 1-0. The Campbells return to action this Tuesday when they travel to VCU to continue their 3-game road trip. That's all from me, Tyler Yates. Now back to you.
Thank you, Tyler. Men's golf is preparing for their next event following a solid performance at the Badger Invitational last week. The Campbells finished 16th overall, beating Maryland from the Big Ten Conference. Women's golf is currently competing in the Roof's Chris Tar Heel Invitational. We will have the results of that event next week.
The cross-country team is celebrating a strong performance at the Royals Cross Country Challenge. Elitza Dennard continued her strong season, being the highest-placed Camel in the women's 5K for the 4th time this season. The women's finished the event with an overall finish of 15th. On the men's side, Hudson Hayes was the highest-placed Camel, leading the team to an overall finish of 20th. Next up for the Camels is the CAA Championship in Mechanicsville, Virginia.
The swim team is ready for some downtime after a hard-fought season opener against UNC Asheville. Campbell topped 6th event but ultimately lost the overall competition. The Campbells continue their season on the 28th when they host Old Dominion and Gardner-Webb.
Lastly, the wrestling season is almost here. 3 Camels have received preseason rankings by WIN magazine for the upcoming season, and the program as a whole is ranked 35th. You can find more information on the Go Camels website. Thanks for watching. I'm Clay Cartagena.
And I'm Lucy Hernandez. We will see you next week on Campbell Now.